This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe, anything that we say on the history of bad ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the history of bad ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books and movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering Tales from the Crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote the
All
scripts.
right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 244. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Jim.
No Blake this week. He is busy doing a fantasy football draft, or a fantasy Dungeons & Dragons draft, I'm not sure.
That's no dedication.
No dedication at all. We had a draft. We did it around it. We did it last night. Jeff, you happy with your team?
No.
Okay. Jim, you happy with your team?
My team sucks.
Okay, good. I would say I'm happy with my team, but I have no idea.
Well, when you've got the 12th pick, you tend not to have good choices at the end.
But the trophy looks good in your room.
We have a trophy?
Oh, Blake got it then.
Got the 12th pick in a deep keeper league.
Yes.
Yes.
When I have to pick a Bengal with my first pick,
Who'd you pick, Jeff, with your first pick?
Joe Mixon?
How was that? Do you feel dirty after that?
No.
Okay.
He's obviously going to be better than he was last year because he's now the number one running back since they got rid of Jeremy Hill.
Who's Jeremy Hill?
Yeah.
I predict Joe Mixon having a big breakout year this year.
I hope so for Andy Dalton's sake.
Well, they need the running game.
I hope so for my sake because I had to pick him because I wasn't going to touch LaShawn McCoy.
I have him in 3 of my leagues.
LaShawn McCoy?
No, Mixon.
Oh. Because the 2 that I'm in with you, I have him.
Yes.
Welcome to Fantasy Talk. Let's see here. So Blake is not here this week. We will be having one more episode before we do our record it live at the Cincinnati Comic Expo episodes.
Who's looking forward to that?
Me.
Me.
And Blake, are you looking forward to it?
Yes, I am. Going to recharge. Powering down.
He's going to recharge it. What? He's got the special battery they have in Iceland?
Yes, they do. So, number one fan Doug will be with us at the expo.
Yay.
Scab Jeff. Supposedly the Dit Man might be showing up. Rumor has it there's been an invite to Randall Holt, one of the first listeners to come onto the show and do an episode with us on that Sunday. That's the rumor.
Yeah, he gets to play Scab Blake.
Yes, we have a shirt for him. And our shirts are on order. Our seamstress, Susie, has started them, so it should be interesting. We each got personalized shirts. Well, somewhat personalized. That's the best we can do. So I'm excited about mine. Mine's a classic, I think. I feel good. Jim, you might just get Blake's shirt.
Yeah, because my design was too intricate.
Yours was too intricate, just like you.
Yes.
It's a beautiful design. Can't you do iron-ons? Turn it into an iron-on.
It's not Shrinky Dinks.
Why not?
It should be.
Ooh, Shrinky Dinks. Does anyone know what Shrinky Dinks are that listen to this?
I'm sure a lot of them do.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
We're not really hot with the millennials.
Yeah, we are. We are. We got about 16,000 millennials. Or one person that has downloaded it 16,000 times, that's 18. So I don't know.
Kevin?
Yes, yes. Do you remember Color
Forms?
I
Yeah.
love those. Those were my favorite. Shrinky Dinks, I didn't care.
Well, but you got to put them in the oven.
I didn't care about that.
Oh, that was the best part. Looking through the window and watching them shrivel and then turn them into ornaments for your Christmas tree.
Is that what you did with them?
That's what we did with them.
Oh.
I went outside and played instead.
You silly goose.
You were like 2.
Yeah, his parents were like, fucking go outside.
Oh, Mom and Dad stopped parenting by the time I was around.
They gave up with me, too. They gave up with me. What do you want? Just go. Just do it. Let's see here. I do have a couple things here. Let's do ups this week for starting off. My up is The Punisher. The 2003 movie?
Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane. John Travolta is the best villain in the cinematic universe.
No. I love the movie, but John Travolta is not good in it.
You killed my son! Ah! Both of them.
So it was on Saturday night that I was watching it. And my wife, she was busy painting, because I don't paint.
I think it was Sunday night.
Could be Sunday night. Actually, it was Sunday night. That's right. Because for Saturday night, we had a game night.
Yes.
We did. Which was more drinking, bullshitting session, but it was a game night.
So how many bottles of wine?
No wine this week, this time at the game night.
So you weren't playing Charterstone?
No.
No, we were waiting for you before we continued Charterstone.
But The Punisher was on with Thomas Jane, and I started 10 minutes in, and it was right at the family reunion on the beach.
Yep.
The next thing you know, here comes the bad guys, and that movie is really damn good. And I love even the corniness and the weirdness of it. The one guy's trying to get away from the bad guys by sailing away in the ocean, and he's like 20 feet away, and they just shoot him. Another one goes on a motorbike and gets shot. It is a little ridiculous, but I completely forgot Kevin Nash was the Russian in it.
Oh, yeah.
He was this. I was like, oh my god! So I ended up watching all of it, and I forgot. There was a lot of things I forgot about. Henry Heck, is that his name?
Yes.
When he comes in and sings a
Harry
song.
Heck.
Harry Heck,
The
sorry,
singer.
Henry,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't know his name.
That song is great.
Oh my god! I wrote that for you. I'm going to play it at your funeral.
And Ben Foster and John Panette as his neighbors.
Yes, John Panette's dead, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Rebecca Romaine.
Well, yeah, she was the main love interest.
But her ex-boyfriend never came back. I was kind of upset by that. I wanted him to come back. Come on.
Loose threads, man.
It was funny though because when I saw the Russian Kevin Nash come in, and I was like, oh yeah, he hits him with a giant knife from the paper cutter. Nope, that wasn't it. He just falls down the steps. And then the other guy, the bad guy later on that's guarding the thing, he's the one that gets hit with it, and they fall right next to each other at the bottom of the steps. It was a fucking great movie. And John Travolta's awesome in it.
Again, no, he's not.
Yes, he is. He is hilarious in it.
I'm shocked at the amount of backlash and hate coming to that movie.
It was well done. It was a good revenge movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed it from start to finish. One of my favorite lines, again, is God be with you. God's sitting this one out.
Greatest line ever in a movie. One of the greatest lines.
I'll agree. The only thing I disagree with is I think Travolta was just chewing the scenery too much to make him a believable villain.
I did like I did like the Punisher. He got John Travolta to kill his best friend.
I made you kill your wife. I made you kill your best friend.
That was awesome. And I did like, where's Mom? She took the train.
And now I killed you.
And then he caught him on fire. He shot him. He wasn't dead. He tied him to a car. The car dragged him like 100 feet. And then he got on fire.
And he blew him up.
And then he blew him up.
He was doing the Rasputin overkill.
It was a little bit of an overkill. I guess it matches Travolta's acting. Just a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah, you just can't kill that overacting that easy.
No. So, Jeff, what's your up this week?
I don't know if this is an up or a down.
Okay.
We had game night as we talked, which was fun, but I'm a little confused and saddened that apparently neither you nor your wife know the definition of the word orb.
Okay. I do know the word orb. I've watched Ghost Hunters.
You know the word orb, you just don't know what it means.
It means those little powder ghost white things that go through the air when there's a ghost around.
No.
I've talked to Scab Jeff, and I'm correct.
No, orb means a lot of different things, and that's not one of them.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Do you know what an orb is?
Yes, an orb is a sphere.
Okay.
That's why you have things like...
Those little ghost things, they're sphere things.
Yeah, they're orbs.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they're not the only orb. Any sphere is considered an orb. You know, the most common thing that when people talk about orbs they think of? Eyes.
because what's it in? It sits in your orbital bone.
I don't think that's the most common thing.
I mean, have you ever
or a
read...
planet sits in an orbit and it goes around in a circle?
Have you ever read poetry? Because
Yes.
they always call eyes orbs in poetry.
I just thought it was the ghost orbs, is what they were called. Yeah. Are you sure we're in an orbit?
Yeah.
How is the Earth as a flat surface in an orbit? I don't get it.
It's just weird like that.
Okay.
He guesses gas before eyes.
We're
for
playing
orb.
code names.
We're playing code names.
And it was kind of like you're trying to find these words. Kind of like $25,000 pyramid a little bit.
More like password, I think.
Okay.
But no.
Pardon me. And yes, so he said orbs, and I had no idea what the clue was to pick. Because Jeff and I were on a team.
There were 25 words out there, and Jason had no clue what to pick.
No. I did not see anything that said spirits or ghost.
There was, however, I and Saturn.
I don't get it.
Planet, yeah.
On the positive, though, I did rule in Seinfeld Trivia.
You did do that.
I did win twice in Seen It Seinfeld.
Oh, what did Carolyn do?
Your sister, who is the Seinfeld expert.
Did she commit suicide?
She's still alive.
Okay.
She got taken down a notch. She is a worthy adversary. I would say it comes down to the luck of the questions, to be honest with you. And my wife is not very good at it.
Yeah, and we were doing boys versus girls, so Carolyn had Jason's wife on her team.
Oh, okay.
And my wife has watched some of it because I have it on every single night before I go to bed. But so she sees it, but she doesn't know enough about it. And then we were talking about this last night. Who is your... I know you guys aren't as big of fans of Seinfeld as I am, but who is your favorite character from it? Anybody? Of the four.
Oh, it's got to be of the four?
No, you can do any of them. Go ahead. Mine's favorite's Costanza, the lovable loser. It's a tough question, isn't it?
Mine might be George's dad.
Oh,
Okay, I could see that.
I like that one.
Or maybe Putty.
Putty is funny.
I'm thinking Newman.
Hello, Newman.
I think
Hello, Jerry.
the episodes with Newman are the better episodes.
I did like the one where they're trying to get the recycling to Michigan. It can't be done, Newman.
Yeah.
Just let it go. Wait a minute. Mother's Day cards.
My favorite George episode is when he decides to tell the truth to women.
Yes. The opposite.
Yeah, the opposite.
And he gets a job with the Yankees.
I'm 35 years old. I'm unemployed, and I live with my parents. Oh, come over here.
I like the one where he just wears velvet all the way around because his girlfriend doesn't care about outwardly appearance.
Yeah.
I'm just wearing velvet. No, so we were just talking about it because people always talk about Kramer, and obviously that's not true. Nobody likes him. He's the weakest of the four. And my wife, who is starting to like it a little bit more, said Elaine is her favorite. I said, that's a close second to George for me.
Get out!
But Jerry Stiller was the second person to play
Frank
Costanza. The first was John Randolph in the pilot. And then
really?
After that got picked up, they replaced and retaped the original episode, the pilot episode.
Because there was two people that played Jerry's dad, too. Morty.
Okay.
So that's why. That one actually was in the show. You saw him, and then they kicked him out, and thank God, because the first one wasn't bad, but he just didn't have the comedic timing. So Jim, what's your up?
My up would be fantasy football. I'm excited about the season. I'm excited about the football starting in general. College football, some things happen. But pro football starts up on Thursday. Fantasy teams, 6 leagues, all are picked, all ready to go. I can't really pay attention to fantasy till after the 4 o'clock games are over because I'm rooting for everybody and against everybody.
Especially with 4 teams.
6 teams.
6 teams, sorry.
Yeah, so.
Do you think Chip Kelly is going to come back to the NFL after he looked really good in the UCLA game this week?
He'll get a little bit of time to get his people in there.
Correct.
The first year it won't be.
But it was great to see him lose.
It was fantastic to see him lose.
Because he's a douchebag. And there's no allegedly about that.
And then the other thing up would be whitewater rafting trip coming up.
Ooh. You have a big week. Both of you have a big week coming up here.
Yeah.
You got
His is
whitewater
bigger.
rafting. You got... Well, that's what I've heard.
Yes. I leave on Friday morning. I work Thursday night till 3 a.m.
Okay. Because you're a bartender, for
yes.
people that don't know.
We leave at 5 a.m. to go down to Perry Park, Kentucky for a golf weekend.
That's this weekend.
That's this weekend, so I tee off
Okay.
at 7:10 on Friday morning.
Oh, dear God.
And then we play 36 holes, play 36 holes on Saturday. Then we leave and drive down to West Virginia on Sunday morning for whitewater rafting.
Okay.
And come back on Tuesday.
Okay.
And then Expo the weekend, next
Friday,
weekend.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
That's about 70 holes too much of golf for me. I'm good for about a hole a day.
Boo.
I'm at golf, you sicko.
Still, boo.
Fuck you. And Jeff, you're going whitewater rafting too, aren't you?
I am going whitewater rafting.
You haven't gone in a couple years, have you?
I went a couple years
Like
ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago. I miss it. I want to go back eventually.
And I'm thinking I'm preparing for this to be my last.
Okay.
I
Are
might
you
be
dying?
too.
No, but
Oh.
I'm old and fat.
Oh, okay.
It takes a toll on the body.
You do sleep well after it.
Yeah, but you sleep terrible the night before.
Well, yeah, because you're
there's-
camping.
Yeah, I know. That's another reason. It's like camping. I'm done with camping.
Why don't you just get a hotel room?
You know this costs money.
I know.
You know what I don't have?
Yeah.
Money.
Ethics, morality,
I got some of those.
sex drive.
Just because no, okay. Just because I don't keep mine in a jar behind the bar doesn't mean I don't
my
have
morals are
them.
fine.
They're gone.
Yeah, they are.
They're gone. They remodeled the bar and lost your morals.
Gina, I believe, said they were thrown away
At the bar?
at the bar.
I used to keep my morals out of the bar. I had one left. My down this week is two things. Allergies. Struggling with it today and yesterday. Fucking allergies. Because it's summertime. It's technically September, but we're still in 95 fucking degrees heat. Oh, I hate
You
this idea.
realize the summer ends the 21st of September?
No, once September 1st hits, it should be 65 degrees.
But you realize summer goes to September 21st.
I don't care if it's summer goes to
It's-
September
it's
21st.
Calendar. It's written. It's done. You have to wait till the end of September.
No.
Don't try to push things forward because you're a wuss.
I fucking hate summer. Anyways, so then the other thing is my kids watch Garfield. The
He had
movie
friends? Oh, the movie.
from 2004. First off, I want to know how much Bill Murray got paid to do the voice of Garfield.
Not enough. Did you hear the story behind this?
No.
Apparently, the writer-director was named... I'm trying to remember. I think his name was Ethan Cohen.
Okay.
Bill Murray thought it was Ethan Cohen of the Cohen brothers, but it was
Joel
spelled...
Cohen.
Joel Cohen. It was Joel,
I'm
not
looking
Ethan.
at it on IMDb.
Okay. Joel Cohen. He thought it was Joel Cohen of the Cohen brothers, spelled differently. And so he agreed to do it, thinking it was the Ethan brothers, the Cohen brothers. And it turned out, no, it was a different guy altogether.
That's pretty funny.
I think that was what, Cohen with no H? And
Yeah,
they're
correct.
Cohen with the,
C-O-E-N.
yeah.
So how much did he get paid? You get $3 million?
So did he fire his agent?
He doesn't have an agent.
Oh, yeah, he does himself. That's right.
Yeah, you get a telephone call, and he may or may not show up.
I wonder who the backup was. I wonder who the backup. Now I will say, Breckin Meyer played John. He looks like John from the comic strip. Of all the people at
He
that
does.
time,
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt was Liz.
The vet.
Yeah, and they definitely covered up her cleavage as much as possible.
Wait,
Why are you hiring Jennifer Love Hewitt if you're going to cover up her cleavage?
she has big breasts?
And I cannot lie.
I never noticed that before.
I still love I Know What You Did Last Summer. Got tons of crap because she showed her cleavage a lot. So in the second one, she went to the director and said, I'm showing more cleavage in the second one. And she did. It's like, good for you. Stephen Tobolowsky. He played the bad guy in it.
They had a bad guy?
Yeah, he's Ned from we call it.
Groundhog Day.
Thank you.
Ned Ryerson.
Yes. Let's see here. Here's the voices, though. Want to get to it here. I apologize. Jimmy Kimmel was one of the voices in the show.
Yeah, that was, around the time of the Man Show, or?
I don't know.
Slightly after the Man Show.
Yeah, it was 2004. Nick Cannon. These are voices now. Alan Cumming. Brad Garrett. Oh my God, there was a normal in it. That was David Eigenberg.
Well, of course Normal was going to be in
Richard Kind.
it. Okay, yeah.
Deborah Jo Rupp. She was from 70 Show, the mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there you go. Those are the big.
They all have pretty distinct voices. They're good voice actors.
Yeah, it was just kind of funny.
If you need that distinct voice,
Yeah.
It just boggled my mind. Like, oh my God, they got a fucking lot of people in this movie. So yeah, it's a horrible film though. It is horrible.
Yeah. Well, that was the line from what was it, Zombieland, when they kill Bill Murray, and they're like, "Do you have any regrets?" He's like, Garfield.
Yeah.
Well, in the second one that came out 2 years later, which I completely forgot, Breckenmeyer came back, Jennifer Lopez came back, or Jennifer Love Hewitt. Billy Connolly was the bad guy.
Ooh.
Bill Murray was back, and I think that was about it for the names.
Yeah. That's the one he probably got paid big money for.
Yeah.
Was
I would
Garfield
think so.
2.
It's amazing that he showed up a second time.
A Tale of Two Kitties.
Billy Connolly, what's he best known for? Would that be replacing Howard Hessman?
Head of the class.
On Head of the Class?
Or what was the TV show we were talking about months ago?
Billy?
Billy, yeah,
Billy.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a spin-off,
Yes, a
though?
spin-off.
As I didn't realize it was supposed to be the same character from Head of the Class moving to Los Angeles.
Nobody got that.
Yeah. He was just Billy playing a guy named Billy is all I got
What's
from
up with these high schools moving, teachers moving to California?
Well, the entire school in Saved by the Bell moved from Bayside, Indiana to Bayside, California.
You were in Indiana originally?
The Good Morning Miss Bliss
Yeah.
episodes were supposedly Indiana, I think.
I thought it was Minnesota, but
Doesn't even matter. It was Midwest.
Midwest, yeah.
What's your down, Jeff?
But
Happy
you don't
birthday,
know.
by the way. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You had your birthday last week.
I did. But
Jim, you did too. Well,
Jim's was 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
so get it straight. Come on.
Sorry.
Well, now, yeah.
You're
I think
down?
I covered my down was the
Okay.
fact that you don't know what an orb is.
Oh, fuck you.
My down is turning 29 again.
Congratulations. You're younger than me.
I mean, it's tough to turn 29 every year.
How does it feel to be 30 years younger than your brother? That's a big gap difference.
If everybody actually knows, Jeff and I are actually twins.
Yes.
I am 4 minutes older than Jeff.
But you look about 10 years younger.
God, amazing.
It is. It is. So that's your down?
That is my down.
Okay.
Everything else has been pretty good. I got a big week coming up. Kind of excited for it. So
Let's see here. Also, if you guys have any questions for the Expo next week, let us know. Send them to us on Twitter at Bad Ideas Podcast and the History of Bad Ideas on Facebook.
unless you have questions for Blake, then don't bother sending
No,
them.
you can. We can answer them.
Yeah.
We can answer them.
Yeah, we might have BlakeBot 2.0
And
something.
we are in booth 142. So if you're at the Expo in 2 weeks, September 14th through 16th, look for us on booth 142. We're next to the Cincinnati Children's Theater. So damn it, let the expletive fly. Those Cincinnati Children's Theater people will never stop cussing. It is ridiculous. I can't back
Well,
it
if you had to hang around with that many children, you would too.
Probably. We're also by an armory. They sell armory stuff. And a T-shirt express.
I kind of need some new chainmail.
Well, you just wear chainmail, right? That's it?
Normal, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's part of my work garb.
Good call. Good call. So, look for us at 142. We are by the beer booths again, so I'm excited about that. Let's see here. Also, Twitter poll of the week. You can follow us at Bad Ideas Podcast and vote there. What villain from the Marvel Cinematic Universe do you want to see return in a future film? The options were Red Skull, Ultron, Justin Hammer, and the Mandarin. This one kind of surprised me.
It's how I would have voted.
Number
I would... I'll let you read
Okay,
the...
7% of the vote in last place, Ultron. I have no problem with that. I do like James Spader as the voice, though.
A lot of people didn't.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised by the flack he got.
I liked it.
They don't like Robert California?
Apparently they don't.
Nobody likes Robert California.
Joe Bennett did. She gave him her job.
That's true. Justin Hammer came in at 19%, played by Sam Rockwell. I want to see him.
No, I don't. Oh God, I was glad he was done and gone and
I liked
never
him.
came back. I thought he was. I mean, he's supposed to be annoying, so Rockwell did a good job being annoying, but I don't want to see it.
I think Sam Rockwell plays annoying characters too much.
Yeah,
I
and
can see that.
probably will get typecast in
Yeah.
doing so.
Of course.
I still need to see 3 Billboards to see if he's.
Oh,
Excellent film.
Was he playing an annoying character?
he's an asshole in it.
He has an asshole in it, but he
He has some redeeming
Yeah,
qualities.
he has-
in it.
yeah.
It's not annoying, but you definitely don't like
it's
it.
by far his best job in any movie.
He won for that, right?
Yes,
Wait, even better than Charlie's Angels?
even better than Charlie's Angels.
He's no Crispin Glover from Charlie's Angels.
Well, no one is.
In first place, winning 39% to 35%, beat out the Red Skull, the Mandarin. The real Mandarin is what I think people want to see.
Pretty
back.
much what the. I don't think they want to see Trevor Slattery back.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, I loved it. I thought, I can't believe the backlash that got.
That was the best part about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Everybody was bitching about it. It's like, that was the best thing.
What was it, Ben Kingsley?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley.
And the character's just, when he's not on tape, he's just like an idiot. And he's
he's
an
a
ass.
doggy.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I agree. I was just as confused as Tony Stark was when he walks in and he's, like, blathering on him, like, whoa, what, did I miss something? What's going on here? And then when it dawns on you, and like, oh, that's great. You know what? The same people that complained about that were probably the same people that bitched and complained about South Park when they did their April Fool's Day episode instead of revealing Cartman's father.
They just did a regular episode.
No.
No, they did the Not Without My Anus.
They did a Terrence and Phillip
That's
episode.
what
It wasn't even.
And
the
there was
South Park.
so much backlash to that. It was hilarious.
And they weren't supposed to come back for another month, but they ran an episode the next week because the backlash was so
It was
bad.
Denver Broncos, wasn't it?
No. Well,
Who was the dad?
His mom.
from
So
yeah,
it's like Anakin.
from the very first thing, he said, from that episode anyway, yeah, his mom was his dad because she was a hermaphrodite.
Okay.
But they actually go on and change who it is.
But yeah, then they say, no, that was just stupid. So then they changed it, and it was actually somebody from the Denver Broncos.
Tenorman
Yeah, Scott Tenorman's dad.
played for the Denver Broncos.
He was apparently the kicker. And so Cartman killed him and ground him into chili and fed him to Scott Tenorman.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that. Let me taste your tears.
And then when Cartman found out who it was, he had an emotional breakdown because it meant he was a ginger.
Send your complaints to Ginger at Graphic Novels. So there you go. There's your Twitter poll of the week.
You don't see the Red Skull show up again?
I do. I would love to.
Who's going to play him?
I don't care. Fuck
The
you.
new guy.
Yeah.
Whoever the new guy was.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty seamless.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no issue with it.
I didn't realize it wasn't Hugo Weaving.
I love that.
As long as, they got, like, the rights to use his likeness type stuff, because I know the whole, as we mentioned Crispin Glover earlier, the whole Crispin Glover Back to the Future 2 lawsuit.
I love that that Red Skull showed back up in Avengers Infinity War. I love that because he's been on this planet for years, but now is he free? Can he go anywhere?
I was under the impression that since there isn't a stone to guard, he was now free.
I like seeing him come back. Maybe not in Captain America, but something else. So, rumor has it that the Skrulls Secret Invasion will be coming at the end of Avengers 4 next Avengers, and so they're going to be planting the seeds for the aliens. If you're not familiar with it, Secret Invasion.
Oh, everybody he got rid of was just the Skrulls.
That would be funny.
That's how they're going to get. Oh, all your favorite characters that died, they didn't really die. They were just Skrulls the whole time.
But that would be funly. But
No, it wouldn't.
basically,
That would be terrible.
Thanos just got rid of the Skrulls.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a good guy.
The end.
well done, Thanos. But yeah, the Skrulls are shapeshifters. They can take a form of anything and become superheroes. And in the Secret Invasion, basically, they wanted to take over Earth, but they didn't have the firepower. So they started infiltrating government, superheroes, everything else. And so it was a big reveal. I think it was Ronan, wasn't it? Hawkeye that found out about it. He was one of them. Yeah, he found out that the Skrulls were there. He was one of the first guys. And Hank Pym was one of the Skrulls eventually.
Yeah, Pym was a Skrull.
There was a lot of them. I think Tony Stark wasn't he? Was he?
I thought at some point he might have been like one of the last ones. I'll just put it. I got confused.
Spider-Woman was.
Yeah.
Spider-Woman was.
I got confused at one point because I was under the impression that that's how they wrote Tony Stark doing some of the shit he did during Civil War originally, because they really, in my opinion anyway, he came across in the comic books as pretty much a bad guy in Civil War.
Yeah.
And I think the movies did a better job of balancing that out.
You don't go against Cap.
But for some reason, I thought they had wrote in that when he did that, he was a Skrull, but I was corrected by our corrector, Dev.
Uh-huh.
So apparently I was wrong on that, so now I don't know who was what anymore.
Would you like to see a Secret Invasion?
Yeah, I would like to see a Secret Invasion.
I like the books.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I'm intrigued to see how they do it. Of course, it would probably take 18 films again to get to it.
Yeah, that's the thing about Secret Invasion. I suppose it's a better way of changing things up than time travel.
Yeah, because there's going to be time travel in the next one. Be ready.
Well, obviously when the time stone is involved, the ability of traveling in time is already there.
There's an article today I was reading about who could be a Skrull in the cinematic universe. They listed 21 people. Thanks.
No,
you listed almost everybody.
Was Suri one of them? Was that her name?
No, no, but Wong was.
Oh, jeez. Wong's a Skrull.
So, but it was funny, and then every comment was, thanks. You could have just said everybody could be one. Thanks.
Everybody on the planet, except for... can't even think of somebody who would be worth
Spider-Man.
No, he could be.
Okay.
Well, Captain America's going to be one, but then Nomad's going to come out.
I love Nomad.
Ulysses Claw?
He's dead.
But was he dead, or was it a Skrull that died?
Oh, my God. See, that's the problem. It's just as annoying as time travel. You can't figure out.
But time travel is great when you can go back and right the wrongs, like in Deadpool 2.
I haven't seen it.
You need to see Deadpool 2.
I know. I got busy watching The Punisher from 2004.
There's time travel.
Oh, God.
And Deadpool, it's...
Well, Cable's involved, so there's time travel.
That is true. I heard X-Force dies.
Spoilers?
Sorry. Except for Peter. I don't know that, but I'm just saying. I'm guessing Peter's fine.
I love you, Honey Bear.
Jim, let's do some listener feedback.
It's time for the bomb listener feedback. Brought to you by Nike. Because everybody knows about that new ad featuring Thanos. Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing half of everything.
Thanos is an asshole.
I know. So we start off from Doug.
Number one fan.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
A fans.
I may have missed it. Did you cover this on your show? Time Magazine recognizes Pandora, the world of Avatar, as the best of the best.
No. He got that wrong. The best of the best was the James Earl Jones, Eric Roberts movie with kickboxing.
No.
Exactly.
James Earl Jones was in that?
Yeah, he was the coach.
Oh, God.
Chris Penn, a thin Chris Penn.
I remember Chris Penn. He's dead, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And actually, our intern got it wrong. He put Time Magazine represent Pandora, the world of Avatar.
It should say Avatar Land.
It should say Avatar Land.
Yes, the world of Pandora.
Yes.
I don't think it's the best of the best. I don't think it's the worst of the worst,
and
even.
Time Magazine is fake news anyway.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news. And fuck Avatar Land.
Okay, I guess we're done with that one.
On a side note, we'll be giving out Avatar Land maps this year at the Sentai Comic Expo, so come and get one. If you suck at trivia, you're getting a map.
Oh, that's going to be most people because they have to beat the
geeks.
Beat the geeks. Okay, and next we had from Bob. I am guessing the Venom posters will be better than the movie. ... Thoughts?
Venom's only going to show up in the last 10 minutes, right?
I don't know. I just have no... I've never particularly cared for Venom as a character to begin with, so...
The poster art is pretty cool, though.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
I have a bad feeling that an hour and 20 minutes of it is obviously the origin and him trying to figure it out, and then the last 20 minutes is him fighting as Venom. Like every fucking origin film from superheroes. And it's like, I don't care enough, like you said, about Venom. Just, I don't know if I can sit through an hour and 20 minutes of it.
I mean, that was my biggest disappointment on, say, like, Spider-Man 3, was they decided they needed to throw Venom into that story.
That was a studio, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I forgot the director's
Raimi.
name. Yeah, Raimi wanted to stay old school, Sinister Six type villains, and they're like, oh, well, Venom's like one of his most popular villains. You need to use him in this movie.
You know what pissed me off about Spider-Man 3? Not Venom.
Topher Grace.
Not even that. Fucking Sandman's linked to Uncle Ben's murder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was the
Why?
worst part.
And then he became a good guy at the end. I don't care. Oh, he has a sick kid at home. That's why he's robbing me. How about he's just a robber? How about that? He made a poor life decision. Can we just do that?
How about he's addicted to drugs and needs money to buy drugs?
There you go. Well, that's another villain.
I think Sandman was one of the more sympathetic, and at one point tried to be good in the comic books.
No one's sympathetic in that shirt. Okay, that shirt is awful. I'd rather be more sympathetic to Hydro Man. Okay, the guy that can turn into water. And he was an asshole in the
You
book,
like
too.
turning into water better than turning into sand?
Yeah. You can go more places. Sand gets everywhere. You come home from a day of robbing people, you're going to get sand all over their house. The police are going to find you easily. Wow, look at this sand. Okay, thanks. Either you're on Panama City Beach or you're at your house. You're in trouble.
The problem is if he leaves sand behind, doesn't he just leave a little bit of himself? So eventually he's just not
He's
going to
nothing.
exist.
But then he picks up sand when he goes to the beach.
That's not sand he's picking up. There's a lot of things
That's
that
a cat
can be sand.
turds.
Yes. And then that's the thing. You couldn't have cats because they're going to be shitting all over you because you're just going to be a giant kitty litter box. So that's all Sandman is a kitty litter box.
Okay, so can't wait to Sandman in the next film. Garfield.
Oh no, Garfield's going to attack! Shouldn't I be fighting Spider-Man? Shut up!
Oh no, he just ate 2 lasagnas.
Oh, so he's crossing with Popeye. He's going to get stronger with the food he eats?
No,
No, he's talking about the dump he's going to take.
Took me a second.
It took us explaining it to you.
You know what? Still better than Spider-Man 3. That was a dump.
I think we have an idea for a new movie.
Can it be a cinematic universe? Can
Yeah.
we get Odie involved in an offshoot? Who's Odie's villain? I gotta have a villain for Hydro Man. He laps up the water with the giant tongue. I like it.
Now you're just forcing things.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Call me Universal Studios or DCU.
Yeah. Next, we have from Dev. How can we trust that Blake is actually in Iceland and won't just be in the green room again?
We can't.
I think it's because they won't run out of beer this year.
Did they run out of beer last year?
I'm just assuming.
No, that's true. He did have a lot. Next year at the Expo, be ready for Blake's Green Room. It will be on our YouTube channel. This year, he's just going to film his whole Icelandic flight. So that should be thrilling.
Was he going with the entire family again?
Oh, that would be thrilling, actually.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
There's a story behind it, but I'm not going to share it on the radio.
Good call. Good call.
Okay.
Doesn't
now-
matter. Blake won't listen.
Oh, I don't care if Blake listens or not. The problem is Blake's stories like go for a half hour.
We don't have time.
and the point will be he's going on vacation with the whole family.
Yep.
Good call.
So next, we got from Kevin at Cincy Explorer.
Hey, Kevin.
Some have suggested San Diego can't accommodate the SDCC crowd anymore. Thoughts?
I don't care. The crowd's too big for me to want to go there, so I don't care what they do.
Over 100,000 people. That's a big crowd. And again, I don't get why people want to
Wait,
be.
is San Diego smaller? It's bigger than Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I mean, Origins gets over 100,000 people.
Okay,
I
so
thought.
say 150. We're just going guess.
Okay, I thought that.
We're going guess. But I wouldn't want to be there just because I don't want to deal with all the people like you said.
I mean, San Diego Convention Center is outgrown, but then they spawn things off to a whole bunch of other things.
I'll find out what the attendance
What they should
is.
do, yeah, they should do Hall H. They should just do that at, like, what? Qualcomm Stadium's not being used for anything. Just use
Yeah.
the football stadium to do your major things or something.
You know, the weather has got to be nice.
167,000 in 2015.
Okay, that's a lot.
That's a whole lot of people. Yeah, that's the most recent one.
I mean, otherwise, yeah. I'd rather go to San Diego than go to Anaheim, which is where I think they were talking about moving it, and fuck Vegas. So, I mean, what?
Well, there's a reason that we don't go. We don't take the invites they send to us because it's just too big. We don't want to deal with all these people. Because Hobie gets invited every year to have a booth.
We do. Unfortunately, we don't get plane tickets from that though either.
My question is, how many people go to San Diego Comic Con to talk about comics?
About 7.
Or to buy or sell comics?
Oh, buy and sell, 17.
Okay.
You see that far corner in the back there, past Pee Wee Herman? Yeah, that's where it's at. They said HBO and Marvel sat out this year. Marvel sat out last year, too. They said the bigger companies are actually sitting out more. I think it's going more towards TV than movies.
And there's no reason... Well, it should be going more towards comics as, like, the origin of the damn thing. But, I mean, yeah, once you get too big, there's no need for you to have to go there.
Yeah, and
I mean, there's no need for Marvel movies studio to go there.
Yeah, is there a reason?
I mean, maybe show up if they got like a new show on television they want to hype up.
Is there a reason to have like Star Wars there to have a new premiere, a new
no, there's no
trailer?
There's no need for Star Wars to be there.
No.
There's no need for Marvel movies to be there.
I have an issue. I would love to go to New York Comic Con. I think that would be fun, but that's just getting as big. They had 150,000.
Yeah,
But New York can handle it.
New York can, yeah. But still, I don't know if I could handle 150,000 even spread out. That's my biggest thing. And then sitting in Hall H for 6 hours just to see a trailer I can see 10 minutes later online. Or get the description of. I'm good. Because everybody releases it. Yeah, I'm not against San Diego Comic-Con, but I have no desire to go. I used to be, that's one of the things I wanted to do. Never again.
Yeah, especially in this day and age when you can just release it online and hype it up that way.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no need to spend a whole lot getting it ready for Comic-Con when you can just get it ready for when you're ready to make a big...
And some of the exclusives, like the toys and that, the Funko Pops, you can buy at Toys R Us. Oh, shit, never mind. Toys R Us isn't around anymore. Well, you could buy at Toys R Us.
You can buy them at Target.
Probably next, yeah. Or you can just go online and
They sell them at Target.
Do they?
Yeah, on the
They're
back
exclusive?
on the back wall, back by the.
Yeah. So I know.
and
They sell
games.
the exclusive San Diego Comic-Con Funko
They have some
Pops?
exclusive ones there. Target exclusive ones. I don't know what they're.
4-day pass is $276 this year.
Nope.
Well, we wouldn't have to pay because they invite us.
Correct. We classy the place up.
Yes.
At San Diego Comic Con.
They wish they could get us.
They do.
They're still disappointed that we haven't shown up yet.
They are. They still have a booth every year just waiting for us.
That's the empty booth.
We will be at the Comic Expo in Cincinnati, though.
Cincinnati Comic Expo is where it's at.
Yes, right.
Okay, also from Kevin at Cincy Explorer regarding Jason making fun of scooters in downtown Cincinnati 2 weeks ago. Hey, Jason, you won't be able to throw a stick in front of me while riding one of the scooters. ... I ride them in the
Street. And wear a helmet. Actually, you say he doesn't wear a helmet.
What do you mean you can't throw a stick in front of me? He rides it in the street. You can still throw a stick in front of him. It's in the street. It's in the street, though.
That was
Apparently there are stick guards from throwing sticks into the street.
No, there isn't. I bring my quarrel of sticks down every week to throw them at people riding those scooters.
Don't throw sticks, throw logs.
No, I have an actual quiver. I get a quiver of sticks. It's just filled with sticks. And I go downtown and I throw it in front of the people on those bird scooters.
I have no issue with that, one bit. They're now tripling the bird scooters because they're scooters by a company called Bird. And in downtown Cincinnati, they're basically you sign up on an app, you scan your credit card over it, or I think that's it.
You hook your credit card up to the app.
Yeah.
Then you scan your phone.
Oh, that's what it. Sorry,
It's connected to your phone. You scan your phone over the
little box on
the
top
box
of
on of it, and then it activates it for how long you're going to use it.
It's a motorized scooter, and I was walking to lunch the other week, and I think I saw 5 of those scooters disregard every single stoplight and traffic signal. So that was good. I'm waiting for somebody to get hit with them.
Somebody was at Cleveland. Somebody was hit and killed while riding one of those, but it was a drunk driver, so that's a different
On
story.
the scooter or on the car?
the guy in the car was.
Oh, drunk driving.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, Memphis was the best. The mayor of Memphis said, "You show up with these scooters, they're going to be in the trash." So, yeah. So basically, if you drive a scooter downtown, please tell us why.
And it was because you can get from like one block to the next in 30 seconds instead of 45 seconds.
So you can get from a couple blocks without walking.
Walking's nice, except when it's 100 degrees out.
See, when it's 100 degrees out, you can ride a scooter.
We have a streetcar. I'll just
That
take
doesn't go to anywhere you need to go.
You don't can't. prove
And
And it's filled with mold.
Welcome to Cincinnati, everybody. You can ride our moldy streetcar. And those flying in for the Cincinnati Comic Expo, might I suggest, don't use the streetcar.
You wouldn't use a streetcar anyway. It doesn't go near the Duke Energy Convention Center.
It's two blocks away.
3 blocks.
And then you can hop on a scooter.
The hotel's right across the street.
It's the hotels. All the hotels are between the streetcar and the convention center, so it's not. Yeah,
You're fine with it?
not fine.
Okay, what else we got?
Okay, moving on. From the Pop Culture Cafe podcast. Okay, gents, the new season of TV crap is around the corner. What are you looking for and not looking for?
I honestly have absolutely no clue what new shows may be coming out.
Well, I'm looking forward to a new season of The Good Place.
Oh yeah, are they doing a fall season, or is that going to be again not until winter?
I don't know.
No, it's starting in like 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're doing it in the fall because the first 2 were like January starts. Oh, good. I'm looking forward to that.
I think this might be broken up into 2.
2 seasons.
Yeah.
2 half seasons.
2 half seasons.
I'm looking forward to a new season of Jeopardy starting. How's that?
Are you on?
No, I'm not.
Oh, fucking Jeopardy.
Assholes.
Fuckers.
Let's see. What am I? I'm looking forward to it. 2 Broke Girls got canceled, didn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
So anything in that time slot, I'd look
Kevin
forward
Can
to.
Wait got canceled, so I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, that time slot's no one can watch.
Unfortunately, Man of the House or whatever that Joey show is.
That Joey show.
Isn't it Joey from Friends?
yeah.
That long show.
Yeah, he's got a name that's not Joey.
No, it doesn't. I was going to say Joey Lauren Adams. I'd rather see her on my screen than Matt LeBlanc.
Duh.
I don't mind Matt
Oh.
LeBlanc. That's not a good show.
No.
And Kevin Nealon is terrible in it.
I didn't know Kevin Nealon was in
He
it.
plays his stupid brother.
Oh.
And he's terrible in it.
Terrible. I'm looking forward to Arrow because, and I'm serious, I'm looking forward to Arrow because they're doing the Supermax storyline of him going to prison. So I'm kind of intrigued to see that, and he's stuck in there with all the supervillains. So yeah.
New season of The Orville?
Yeah, Orville comes out December 27th, I think, 8th. Follow the Gotham Lights pod. I'm not looking forward to Gotham. Not looking forward to Gotham.
Is it
Final season.
Final season of Gotham.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that bugs me, since we're talking television and whatnot, is when they mention a show is canceled versus a show is going into its last season.
Yeah.
I was reading something, and I think it might be coming up in our News of the Geek. Maybe not.
Yeah, like the New Girl wasn't canceled; they ended.
Yeah, and especially, well, are we talking about Mr. Robot?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, but I was reading something about, oh no, Mr. Robot's canceled. I'm like, really? They fucking canceled? And they're like, after a 12 episode season.
Yeah, Mr. Robot actually.
And I'm like, well, it's not canceling.
No,
they're going out on their own. Actually,
Yeah.
They're finishing.
And canceling means, yeah, we're not bringing you back now.
Correct. I'm looking forward to Arrow, the Orville. That's about it. I think I want to watch The Flash. I think I do.
I pretty much stopped all the.
I didn't watch last season, but I'm going to try to get back in with this season because last season everybody said was pretty shitty. So they're hopefully changing it. And obviously, number 1, Riverdale.
Oh, God.
Is Jughead dead?
I can only hope.
No, he's not.
Okay, and if you're going to like that, I can't wait for Bull to come out for another season.
Oh, dear God. That is the worst show ever.
No, not even close to the worst
I can't
ever.
wait.
Well, you got arrested. Well, the jury's next day. What's going on?
Oh, and
They get their speedy trials in Bull. Didn't you know that?
They don't even try to fake it. Oh my God!
Why try?
In 3 weeks? Well, we got a trial. What just happened?
Yeah, and like Riverdale tries to be realistic too.
No, they've never said they're realistic.
I mean, Riverdale tries to be good.
Those teenagers are having some intricate sex. They are hitting the Kama Sutra right at 16.
Scorpion's not coming back. That's correct.
Correct.
That's done.
That was fired. That was canceled.
Yeah, because that's the one that's not believable.
Oh my God.
That is so bad.
The airplane and the Mustang the pilot episode. I'm going to connect a USB cord from the airplane, a jet, to the computer as I'm driving the Mustang. That's not the same speed.
Ooh, I just
No. These geniuses figured out how to get it to the right speed.
I got a text from Blake. He's looking forward to the Curse of Oak Island and them finding nothing again.
I heard they found buttons.
And some coins.
Unfortunately, it says
They were 1984 quarters, but it was a whole roll. Yeah. That's $10.
By buttons, you mean things you pushed and you push a button in the elevator?
They were made in China. And it says by TJ Maxx. Oh, these guys. Who's this TJ Maxx guy?
Let's look him up. Was he a general, or was he a
pirate?
Templar knight?
It says here he ran a crappy general store. What else we got?
Okay, from Nikki. Did Jason just refer to Josie and the Pussycats as the Pussycat Girls? Jeff, please punch him in the arm for me.
You have raptor arms, you can't reach me.
Not from now. I'll get him when he's least expecting it.
And I will verify that Jeff punches Jason in the arm. If he doesn't, I'll kick him in the nuts. Both of them.
I'll be honest, I did say the Pussycat Girls. I had no idea why. That is Garfield's superhero sidekicks when he goes against Sandman. So it should be an interesting episode. Interesting.
Well, it'll be the good Pussycat Girls? Or?
Well, no, because Normal is going to be in it.
It'll be the Pussycat Dolls.
Normal is the...
I'm just glad he didn't say Pussycat Dolls instead of Pussycat Girls.
Because Jason hates Nicole Scherzinger.
Do you hate Nicole Scherzinger?
Yes. I completely forgot about the Pussycat Dolls. So yes, I do. I do hate them. Normal is the Aqualad of Garfield.
You mean Tempest?
Whatever, Aqualad.
What Normal is jumping the shark, I think. When you add Normal into the show.
That is true. Stupid gray cat.
Yeah. We got some listener reviews from Pam Morris. That's what it says on the paper here. So still catching up on...
Intern Hackney is sucking this week.
We'll have to have a conversation with him. Still catching up on episodes. Wynonna Herb sucked. I watched the first 3 episodes and couldn't get into it. Glow rocks, and the second season is even better.
I gotta get into Glow. I saw the first season and I loved it. My wife and I have not watched the second season yet.
Did you cut out the other review?
Yes, that would be next week's.
Okay.
Intern Hackney said I only can type with my fat fingers a little bit.
Okay. But, I'm not sure what Pam is trying to watch Wynonna Herb. I give a good synopsis of it.
Every single week.
No, he just gave one and said...
Oh, no, I'm still watching the second season.
I thought you gave up.
No, I just kind of watch other things in the meantime.
Or during it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so
at the same time.
between episodes, when I get back to it, like this week, from last week to this week, in between the episodes of watching Wynonna Herb, I watched 4 seasons of was it the House of Doyle or the Republic of Doyle, a Canadian PI show.
This is awful. Still better than Earth?
Hey, I watched 4 seasons of it. Then we have from Professor 1 at Doc Number 1. When will these guys be in the WWE?
And what are they?
The Los Ice Creams.
So they have these luchador masks, but they look like melted ice cream.
And they have like cones like for like a beard or a hat.
Yes. And good to follow up on this Twitter online. It is the scariest things. It is stuff that makes me stay up at night. I can't look at this picture.
So are these actual wrestlers?
Yes.
Okay. The answer is they will not make it to the WWE, at least with those masks.
No, the WWE is hiring everybody and anybody so they're not in Ring of Honor and get competition. Because they're a little worried about Ring of Honor and New Japan Wrestling coming over here. So WWE is trying to buy everybody. So, Cody Rhodes, sorry. And the Young Bucks just had a sold out a 10,000-seat arena in Chicago. Sold it out in one day. Actually, it was a couple hours. For All In. It was an independent wrestling show. Because one of the wrestling journalists said, independent wrestling, they can't in America. They can't sell out 10,000. They can't sell out an arena of 10,000 people. Cody Rhodes said, "I see that, and I'm going to challenge you," and he did. And they got the highest. They got the biggest independent wrestlers in, and it was a good show.
Yeah, I know. Hot young Briley Pierce. They do their independents out in L.A. and other places, and they get good crowds for theirs.
Yeah,
and
it's taken off independent wrestling. Cody Rhodes won the NWA title this week at All In, which is really cool.
He won the NC2A title. Wow.
NWA.
Oh.
NWA. And then also, I've been getting into Major League Wrestling. It's out of I forget where it's out of. But anyway,
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we're going with that. But I've really enjoyed it. It's on their YouTube channel. They're on BN Sports, whatever channel that is. DirecTV just dropped that one. But they're 26 episodes into it, 25 episodes into it. They have a War Games pay-per-view this week, this Thursday. And they have Tom Waller, the ex-UFC fighter who got fired. He's a really good wrestler in it. Low-Key's there.
Low-Key?
Low-Key. Low-Key.
K-E-Y?
K-I.
Oh.
He's the heavyweight champ.
This isn't the Loki that was part of Billy Kidman's group back in the 90s?
No.
Oh, I'm disappointed.
I don't think it is. No, it isn't. Not that Loki. John Morrison from WWE was there. Simon Gouch, who was part of the Vaudevillains, is in theory an asshole. He's there, but it's a fun organization. They do rankings every week. They kind of take it more seriously, but it's a very good throwback to the 1980s type of wrestling. And Brian Pillman's son is there too.
Ooh,
yeah.
But the hot young Briley Pierce is doing nuclear heat wrestling. They have a event coming up where he was giving away tickets on his Twitter page, or he was getting people to buy tickets on his Twitter page by agreeing to chug raw eggs.
Oh.
And if 10 people bought him in this time period, he was going to chug 6 raw eggs.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh. So if you're like I said, if you could. That looks nasty. If you're a fan of wrestling but kind of get dissuaded by WWE, which I don't blame you sometimes, check out some of the independent wrestling. It's coming back pretty good.
Or watch Glow.
Yes, watch Glow.
The old Glow wrestling.
No, the television
TV show on
Pam
Netflix.
says it's great.
There you go.
Oh, then we have a face-off?
We do.
I'd like to take his face off.
Face Off this week is from Dev, the Psy Guy. Face Off is when you get people or groups, fictional or real, and you face them off to fight each other. And we picked the winner. This week, Joe Black, Paul McLean, and Tristan Ludlow. Joe Black is from Meet Joe Black. Who's Paul McLean?
He is from
A River Runs Through It.
Okay. And Tristan Ludlow?
From,
Fight Club?
No.
Legends of the Fall.
Legends of the Fall.
Oh.
Again,
They all fight.
all Brad Pitt characters.
Okay.
This is an easy one.
Okay. Who you going with?
Joe Black is death.
Well, nah,
He will kill you.
Are you doing Joe Black before he dies?
No, Joe Black is dead. I mean, the character.
Joe Black is the name that Death takes while he is
Inhabiting the body.
Yeah, I don't think the guy who died was Joe Black. I think Joe Black was just the name given to Death to introduce him to people.
Oh well, that's easy. Death wins.
Yeah.
No, I pretty much won't allow it. Joe Black is disqualified.
Okay.
So
yeah, we only want humans, not entities.
So we have Paul McLean and Tristan Ludlow.
Okay.
And I think this is an easy one here.
Well, yeah.
Because Tristan Ludlow has the bear within him. And, Paul McLean's a fuck-up.
Yeah, but Tristan also has the long flowing hair too.
They both did.
Yeah, but Tristan's is more beautiful in the water.
I mean, yeah, but he has the bear within him. He's going to maul Paul McLean.
Okay, so you're going Tristan.
Tristan Ludlow wins for me.
Jeff?
If we're getting rid of Joe Black, I agree with Tristan, but if Joe Black's in there, He's deaf.
Change approved. I like it.
He's gone?
Yep.
All right, then I'm going Tristan.
Okay,
Rudolph.
then we'll throw in, was it the Pikey from Snatch?
You can throw that Snatch guy in who you can't understand what he says.
Still going Tristan. I think Tristan's tougher.
I mean, he actually does some cage fighting in there.
I'm still going Tristan. I'm going Tristan.
I'm going with Tristan, too.
Change approved. Tristan wins.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Breath of silence. For the Los Angeles Times. HBO has dropped its softcore adult films and multiple sex-based documentaries from its channels and streaming services, including shows like Taxicab Confessions, Real Sex, How Are You Going to Know How to Do Anal Fisting, and Cat House, as well as specials starring Katie Morgan, are no longer part of the cable channel's output. Decision comes after HBO was acquired along with Time Warner by AT&T in June. It was made because the program was less popular than it used to be. Well, hello, Internet. After all, the Internet makes actual porn available. Oh, there you go. Let's see. A representative said, over the past several years, HBO is winding down its late-night adult fare. While we're greatly ramping up our other original program offerings, a.k.a. if you want to see nudity, you just watch Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
There hasn't been a strong demand for this kind of adult programming, perhaps because it's easily available elsewhere. HBO debuted it. It shows in the early 90s when they just started. It was a popular choice for premium networks in the day, even earning Cinemax the nickname Skinemax.
Because Cinemax is owned by HBO, for those who don't know.
Was it always?
I think so, yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, like, it was always HBO and Cinemax if you got that package versus, like, Movie Channel and Showtime.
Okay. It hasn't actually produced any new episodes of its shows for years, but previous seasons appeared on HBO Go under the Late Night tab, as well as occasionally airing on the channels themselves. Documentary shows had sex and nudity, but with a journalistic slant, which actually they were very good. They had some interesting documentaries on that. Exploring the sexuality of America. Sheila Nevins, who developed many of the shows, retired from HBO in April after 28 years.
Quick question, I don't know if it said, but, well, since they're not going to make them anymore, are they taking them unavailable on, like, HBO Go
They're
or
taking
HBO
them
Now?
off all their programming. Yes.
So there's no way to even see them?
Well, there wasn't. Now YouPorn is trying to buy the rights from HBO to show them.
Oh, yay. I'm not going to YouPorn to watch what those HBO documentaries.
I'm going to YouPorn to watch Taxicab Confessions.
Right.
Instead of just watch this girl just get fisted.
God. Or guy, whatever you want. We're fine with either way. Everybody loves a good pegging. One show, don't write that down for a title. One show, Taxicab Confessions, actually won an Emmy for Outstanding Informational Series in '95, as well as nominated twice in the reality TV category. He used hidden cameras to capture conversations and more of passengers in late-night taxicabs. Still need a softcore fix? Showtime! They're still around. Still carries adult films and reality shows on its channels through its streaming service under the category After Hours.
Thank you, Showtime. Everybody needs softcore porn because some penetration is too much sometimes.
I don't know how to respond to that. Who's going to have Emmanuel in space?
I don't know, but I don't. Katie Morgan.
Apparently YouPorn.
I can't be able to get rid of Katie Morgan specials.
You know,
Are they going to take off Zach and Miri make a porno and they're not going to be able to show that?
I'm okay if they did that. That wasn't that great.
I enjoyed it.
It was okay, but not the...
What? Anytime you can see Seth Rogen and Elizabeth Banks act like they're fucking...
I don't want to see Seth Rogen act like fucking or fucking anytime.
What about
missing out,
Better than
though.
Kevin James.
what
though.
about Katie Morgan acting like she's shitting on Randall's face?
Anyways,
Is it Jeff Anderson?
Jeff Anderson.
Jeff
That's his
Anderson.
name. Yeah.
I actually did like the Real Sex documentaries. They were interesting. It's neat to see that. Now Netflix has a lot of documentaries about. I think humans are interesting people, and anything from sex to anything is interesting to watch.
Humans are interesting people. Interesting creatures, maybe.
I think giraffes are very boring people. They don't say anything.
Zebras are very interesting animals. Shut up, all of you. Anyways, so I will miss Skinemax. It's a shame. Per Esquire, or Esquire for the French, there are a lot of actors who could play 007 once Daniel Craig retires. Oh my God, just retire already. No one cares, Craig.
He's doing one more.
Yeah, he despises the role. Tom Hardy, Michael Fassbender, Tom Hiddleston, or David...
Oyelowo.
Thank you.
You made me screw it up. But yeah.
Who actually voices the
Oyelowo.
character in the books. Even controversially mustached human man Henry Cavill thinks he has what it takes. But there's only one actor who should be the next Bond, and that's Idris Elba, according to Esquire. There's been some back and forth on the subject of him. Began in 2014 when emails released from the massive Sony hack revealed then studio chair and Hobie favorite Amy Pascal told a colleague, "Idris should be the next Bond." And for the last few years, Elba very strictly maintained that he is not going to play Bond. In fact, he thinks the next Bond should be a woman. So he's going to play Bond in drag. Now new reports indicate James Bond producers are starting to lean towards the idea of Elba. The Independent reports director Antoine Fuqua revealed...
Fuqua.
I came close, though.
Came close, but Fuqua just sounded not right.
You know, for me, that's a victory. Revealed the details of a conversation with Bond producer Barbara Broccoli, chopping broccoli, in which she said, "It is time for a non-white actor to take on the iconic role." Fuqua discussed who might be the next in the running with Broccoli, and who's certain the progressive move will happen eventually, with Idris Elba a reported frontrunner. I'm fine with Elba.
The only problem I have with him is he's too old. They talked about Daniel Craig and his age and all that. I just thought he was older than Daniel Craig is.
Yeah.
And he'll be taking over the role 3 years from now.
Well, Elba even has come out and said that he wants to direct now. He doesn't even want to act.
So, I don't see him doing it.
Could you see Hiddleston?
I can see Tom Hiddleston, but if you're going with a actor of color, so like Chadwick Boseman,
I could see Boseman.
Well, would they cast an American?
How about David?
Oyelowo?
I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could probably do it.
I'm fine with that.
I'd cast Michael B. Jordan in everything.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
do love Michael B. Jordan.
David Oyelowo could go from playing Martin Luther King to playing James Bond.
I'm fine with
That
that.
would be a nice range.
Actually, I think he could pull it off easily.
Yeah.
I like him. Some quickies, just one. It's been confirmed USA Network, like Jeff was talking about, Mr. Robot will be ending with its 4th season.
It's not canceled like I saw the first report on it.
While the original plan was for the show to return with 8 episodes, it will now be getting 12 episodes.
Yeah, it's not even canceled. They gave it 4 more episodes.
Yes, and therefore they can put the show together the way that the director wants to do it.
Samuel Ismail, the creator, thought about doing a 5th season, but plans changed, and a lengthier 4th season was decided on to wrap up the story in an effective way. He has made no secret of his desire to not keep Mr. Robot going forever, and had this to say about it. When I first created the world of Mr. Robot, I thought it would be a niche television series with a small cult following. Over the past 3 years, it has become much more, and I'm continually humbled by the show's recognition and the amazing cast, except for Christian Slater, and crew that worked tirelessly to help bring my vision to life. Since day one, I've been building towards one conclusion: fire Christian Slater. And in breaking the next season of Mr. Robot, I've decided the conclusion is finally upon us. So, I like the idea that he's going out with it. You know, this is his ending. This is what he wanted. I'm happy Christian Slater won't find work again. So I'm pretty good with it.
I'm sensing a disdain towards Christian Slater coming from you.
I'm mad at him because he doesn't make a Cuffs 2 yet. I want Cuffs 2.
I think he's going to win an Emmy.
I think he's won one, hasn't he?
Did he?
I mean,
I
Mr.
know
Robot's
Rami
gonna win
Malek
one.
has. I don't know if Christian Slater has.
And in his speech, he's going to tell Jason from Hobie to go fuck himself.
Jason,
I hope so.
Jason, I don't understand how you can hate Christian Slater since he was in your favorite version of Robin Hood.
He was. It was the most accurate version of Robin Hood.
Oh God.
He's Kevin Costner's brother, Robin Hood's brother.
Yeah, Will Scarlet and Robin Hood were brothers in no other adaptation.
I don't think you're correct on that one.
Okay.
Go watch the cartoon by Disney. I think it's true.
I don't even think Will Scarlet was in the cartoon by Disney.
I think he was in the background. See that guy walking? That's him. That's Will Scarlet. You see that? That's him. There was a very merry men for Robin Hood either in the Disney version. That was a downfall. I love the Robin Hood movie, but not enough merry men. So, anybody watch Mr. Robot?
No, I never have.
No.
Jim's going to watch it during Wynonna Herb this season.
Yeah, I can probably catch up on it during the episodes 5 and 6.
Good call. And there is your news of the geek.
Do you like movie reviews? How about true crime stories, celebrity interviews? Well, you won't get any of that here. I'm a stay-at-home dad with 4 boys and a night job. I don't have time for all that crap. What I do have time for is browsing the web for weird and idiotic news stories. Then I bring my favorites to you every week, along with my own weird life lessons and favorite podcast recommendations because, hey, sharing is caring, right? So subscribe to Odd Dad Out in Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, or your favorite podcatcher. And follow me on Twitter at Odd Dad Out and add a little weird to your day.
Jim? Hey, Jim. You're not Jeff.
No.
What are you doing September 14th through 16th?
I think I am going to the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Oh, I'm going to Iceland.
Oh.
No, I'm actually going to Cincinnati Comic Expo at the Cincinnati Duke Energy Convention Center September 14th through 16th. Get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com. Jim, who's going to be there?
Oh, I think we can see Carl Urban.
Ooh, Judge Dredd.
Yes.
The better Judge Dredd, too. Sorry,
Yes.
Stallone. And Reading Rainbow's own
LeVar Burton.
That's right. Unfortunately, William Zabka will not be there because he's filming a new show, his second season of Cobra Kai. But Agent Phil Coulson's going to fill in.
Thank you, Agent Phil Coulson.
Clark Gregg is going to be there.
What about Nikolai Coster-Waldau?
I don't know who that is because I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I heard he's a big deal.
He's Jamie Lannister.
That's right. One of the first appearances on this side of the Mississippi River.
Yes.
So that is a big deal. Also, we're going to have Peter Mayhew, Chewbacca himself.
That'd be great. The gorgeous Summer Glau.
Oh, Summer Glau from Firefly.
Yes.
Wasn't she in Dark Angel?
I'm not sure.
I think she was. I'm going with it.
And then countless comic book writers
and
creators, artists.
Yes. Source Point Press is going to be there.
Yes.
Travis McIntyre. Hopefully Greg Wright from Monstrous. We're still hoping on that. Andres Moriarty. I know I messed that name up. Moriarty, who did The Shepherd, great graphic novel. He's going to be there as well. He's stopping by Hobie. Supposedly Travis might be too.
Fantastic.
And Hobie will be there at booth 142 next to the Cincinnati Children's Theater. So nothing goes better with Hobie than Children's Theater. That doesn't sound right. Anyways, September 14th through the 16th, get your tickets at the Cincinnati Comic Expo, and Hobie says goodbye.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right. Weird week for the box office. For the third straight week, Crazy Rich Americans is number one.
Crazy Rich Asians?
That's what I meant to say.
Okay, I didn't know they made a Crazy Rich Americans because nobody would want to see that.
Well, xenophobia is alive and well in the Hobie studio today.
I'm about to say, what do you mean no one wanted to see that? They watch the
We Shall Not Name
Keeping
Them.
Up with the Family We Shall Not Name every week.
Cunts.
I'm sorry. Crazy Rich Asians.
Thank you.
Made $22 million, down only 10%. A total of $111 million on a $30 million budget.
I think this one might be a success.
Small.
I think they will classify that as a success. For some reason, people spent another $10.5 million to see The Meg this weekend.
Oh yeah, fuckers! This is awesome.
A total of $120.5 million on a $130 million budget
Best part, it hit $500 million.
worldwide.
Yep.
Idiots.
Great film. Go see it.
I think we can take a picture of Jeff crapping in a tub and make a movie out of it and just advertise the shit out of it and make money.
How about Jeff crapping on Sandman? Would that work?
Ooh, that could work.
That could work.
Jeff taking a dump in a sandbox.
It's me, Sandman! What are you doing?
Blake has to play Sandman laying underneath the sand.
That's what you get for missing the expo.
Mission: Impossible - Fallout made $7 million, a total of $204.5 million on a $178 million budget.
That made some money.
That made some money. That
Just
means,
a little bit.
That means there'll be a new Mission Impossible movie in
Yes.
3 years. Operation Finale only made $6 million in its opening weekend on its $24 million budget.
It's with Ben Kingsley. The one review I read, or actually I heard, that I was listening to, they said Ben Kingsley plays the Nazi.
Eichmann, was it?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And the guy, this is the movie critic, like an actual movie critic said, I met Ben Kingsley, and you know what? If anything can make him more unlikable than, in person or in a film than in person, this might be the role. I was like, wow.
So that guy didn't like Ben
No,
Kingsley?
he said he had quite an ego, and anytime I can root against him, I will. I was like,
wow.
Damn.
Ben Kingsley's worst role since Suspect Zero.
Oh, Suspect Zero was terrible. Oh, wait a minute. Ben Kingsley was in 2 Blood Rain movies.
2?
Blood Rain and Blood Rain 2.
Well, I get that, Jeff. I didn't realize he was in 2.
Yes.
We can actually get him, and Jeff can shit on him if we can K him.
Or maybe I just get Jeff Anderson. Apparently he gets it.
It's way too much shit on this one.
And 5th this week, Searching.
John Chu?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Made $5.7 million in its opening weekend on an unknown budget.
Rumor is the budget's around $1 to $2 million.
Okay, so
And it's expanding this week.
Good.
Even more.
Go for Searching and John Chu. Upcoming.
Oh, I can't wait.
September 7th, 2018.
I can't wait for the buy-sell next week.
We
just
got-
for this movie.
God Bless the Broken Road.
God Bless the Broken Road tells the story of a young mother who loses her husband in Afghanistan and struggles to raise their young daughter in his absence. The film combines the elements of faith, country music, and stock car racing while paying tribute to those who serve in the United States military.
Welcome to America!
Jason, who's in this?
LaDainian Tomlinson is the preacher. Robin Gibbons is the best friend. Token best friend, I guess, because it is middle America. We gotta have the white person. He's gotta have the token black friend.
Well, there's also Jordan Sparks.
I was about
Jordan
to
Sparks.
say, well, you've mentioned 3 people in it, and all of them are African Americans.
That's true.
Is this a white hillbilly movie, or is this...
Lindsay Pulsifer's in it. You might best know her for playing Rollins in Law & Order SVU.
Is Kevin Sorbo in it?
I don't believe so. Andrew W. Walker is in it.
It's based on a fucking Rascal Flatts song. You made a movie after, and I've seen the trailer, and I'm going to post it on our Facebook page, because this trailer is the most awful thing I've ever seen.
Worse than your Kevin Sorbo movie trailer?
Oh, God's Not Dead. Okay, third worst movie.
Or God's Not Dead 2?
Yeah, or God's Not Dead 3 or something like that. They came out with the third one. Oh my God. Melissa Joan Hart, what happened to you?
Also coming out this week.
You gotta see this. Because he dies in Afghanistan, and they showed in the trailer, and there's only one person attacking his convoy, and I think he gets blown up by a missile launcher.
Okay.
So, looks good. Looks really realistic.
Also coming out this week, The Nun.
The Nun, a priest and a haunted past, and a novice on the threshold of her final vows are sent by the Vatican to investigate the death of a young nun in Romania and confront a malevolent force in the form of a demonic nun.
That first sentence sounded like you were doing a
A
joke.
joke. I was waiting to walk into a bar.
Yes. It's the Conjuring universe is what it is
yeah.
based on.
Okay.
Damien Bashir, Taisa Farmiga, Jonas Bloquet, that's
Okay, so people I don't know are in it.
and Bonnie Aarons.
Did you say Jonas Salk?
No.
Oh.
And also coming out this week, Peppermint.
I want to see this.
I know Jennifer Garner's in it. That's the only thing I know about it, and I'm
I won't
already
pay to
intrigued.
see it, but I'll watch it on TV when it comes out.
Peppermint is a revenge story centered around a young mother who finds herself with nothing to lose and is now going to take from her enemies the very life they stole from her.
Taken with vaginas.
This is an interesting...
Which looks great, because she looks like she's back to her old form, like, of kicking ass. I liked it.
I just to the picture of the trailer, it's a Ferris wheel, and there's just people hanging from it.
I think a drug cartel kills her husband and her daughter, and she basically, the cops are paid off and everything, so she just goes on a one-woman mission. It looks good. I mean, it looks fun. What do you got for buy sell, Jeff?
We are taking Ben Kingsley at $56.29, comparing that to Patrick Stewart. That's a terrible, terrible, almost Jason-like impersonation of Patrick Stewart.
Make it so, number 2.
And it was number 1. And
Make it so, number 1.
Number 1, I order you to take a number 2.
I'm Patrick Stewart. Make it so, number 1.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
There you go.
He's at $67.47. Ben Kingsley.
They making Blood Rain 3?
I don't think so.
Then I'm selling.
I think that's high for Ben Kingsley. He doesn't really draw to the bottom. He might be in a good movie here or there, but he's not a draw.
Is he in Gandhi 2?
I don't know if they hired him for Gandhi 2 or not.
Okay. What Yankovic's in it?
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that he's in it. No, I'm selling.
Unless he agrees to do our film and Jeff shits on him, I'm selling.
Trademark.
Buy or sell, Oscar Isaac at $62.78. The comparison to Boyd Holbrook at $57.45.
Is that fucking Hal Holbrook's son?
I have no clue who Boyd Holbrook is.
Damn it, intern.
What the fuck is Hackney doing here?
I will assume it's Hal Holbrook's son until I'm told,
Or grandson?
or until I'm told differently, but I don't understand how he is at $57.45, and I've never heard of him.
Can someone tell me who Boyd Holbrook is?
But Oscar Isaac, I think $62 ain't too bad. Oscar Isaac's going to be doing movies for decades to come.
I like Oscar Isaac.
I just bought 25 shares of Oscar Isaac.
I should be doing that now, but my phone's close to dead.
Let's see. Boyd Holbrook. Real name is Robert Boyd Holbrook. He was in Milk, Out of the Furnace, Run All Night, A Walk Among the Tombstones, and Gone Girl.
Oh, well, that's a
Nice.
nice.
He played DEA agent Steve Murphy in Narcos.
That doesn't help me.
He starred in the series Hatfield and McCoys as Cap.
Oh, didn't watch it.
I love Hatfield and McCoys.
Yeah.
That was a good series.
I know who he is now.
Does
He
he look
portrayed Donald Pierce, the villain in Logan.
Oh.
There you go. I guess you know what, Boyd? We apologize.
Way to be a character actor that no one knows your name. Get your name out there, Boyd.
He was born in Prestonsburg, Kentucky, to the son of Ellen and Don Holbrook.
So he's not Hal Holbrook's son.
I'm going to go with he is.
Okay. And also, we've got Jack Rayner at $9.12. By comparison, Jim Sturgis is at $11.97.
I'm going to sell.
I don't know who Jack Rayner is.
Jack Rayner was born in Colorado. He was raised in Ireland, where he began his acting career. After making his Hollywood debut in Delivery Man, Rayner stars in Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Oh.
He was just in Kin, which came out on August 31st.
Oh, Ken came out and didn't even make the top 5.
Mm-hmm. But I'm going to buy, because on his future
movies
filmography, there is The Jungle Book Origins Mowgli.
Oh, that's going straight to Netflix.
Yeah, that I don't think is going to.
Oh, and On the Basis of Sex, and The Man with the Iron Heart.
Okay.
Is that one movie or 2 movies?
Those are 2 different movies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Sex and the Man with the Iron Heart sounds like about one good movie.
I think Leonardo DiCaprio was in that, right?
No.
On the Basis of Sex, that comes out in December. Will star Felicity Jones as Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the Supreme Court of the Justice of the Supreme Court, who began her legal career as an advocate of equal rights for women.
Huh. I'll buy Jack. He's $9.
It's $9. That's a good one to buy.
Yeah, the price is right.
Actually, it's even better. Oh, that's the movie. On the Basis of Sex is only $7. And Jack right now.
I'm just concerned about Jim Sturgis falling down to below $12. I figured his career would have been a little bit better since after.
Just to let you guys know, Jim Sturgis.
Yes.
He was in One Day,
Across the Universe, 21,
Cloud Atlas, and Geostorm. So I would advise you to stay away from Jim Sturgis.
But is this Jim Sturgis is the one that was in Across the Universe?
Yes,
21.
that's correct.
Yeah. I just am stunned that he has fallen. I thought he was going to was on the rise there.
Well, I will buy some Jack Rayner at $9.12.
Did you buy God Bless the Broken Road?
No.
You should, because it's going to make money. America. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
You mean all those people who are pissed off about Nike are going to go see this?
You know what? Who knew Thanos had that big of a
I
following?
know. That many people hate Thanos and they're going to use him as a advertising
Doesn't matter. It's
tool?
all scrolls.
All scrolls.
Let's do some top 5.
Time travel and scrolls.
So Hendo brings the music in. This is the best theme music ever. Jeff,
Yes.
what's the top 5 this week?
The top 5 this week, according to the outline, the top 5 weirdest TV shows you have seen.
This is just weird shows. Anything you can think of.
Weird, off the top of your
You
noggin.
have to have seen it.
I think you have to see more than one episode.
Oh,
What happens if they don't make more than one episode?
And it's not a... Oh, it's a show.
yeah, it's a show. It's on television.
Well, I'm going with it.
Okay.
What's your number 5, Jim?
My number 5, I kind of went loosely on this. I'm thinking television run streaming sites. I put 2 together. I hope you this because that's what we do. I have The Guild. It's about Dungeons and Dragons group, and it's really, really weird.
Well, it's about people that play online gaming.
Yeah, online gaming.
I'm sorry, what was that?
The Guild.
Oh, okay.
Starring Felicia Day.
Yes.
And then I will go to Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
Oh, that is a weird... Yes.
Also with Felicia Day, but also has Neil Patrick Harris and the Hammer himself.
Shit, I forgot his name.
Castle.
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion.
Like Mao.
You know what? Speak of... Sorry, not to go back, but on that question of what TV shows are you excited about? The Rookie with Nathan Fillion.
Okay.
He plays a 40-year-old L.A. cop.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good, but it looks enjoyable.
It's Nathan Fillion. I'll give it a chance.
Yes.
But yeah, so The Guild and Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. If you haven't seen them, they are a little odd and out there, but they're funny.
Jeff, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is the Star Wars Christmas special.
Well played. I forgot all about that.
That was weird. When you get Art Carney, B. Arthur, and Harvey Korman together, along with Star Wars characters to celebrate the holidays,
I didn't realize
it's weird.
I didn't realize the Star Wars universe celebrated the birth of Christ.
Oh, well, it's the Christmas special, but they were celebrating Life Day, Wookiee Life Day.
Everybody loves
okay.
Life Day. My number 5 is such a fucked up show. My Strange Addiction. Have you ever seen this on Discovery?
I purposely avoided watching that.
I've watched several episodes. I haven't seen all of these, so I'm just showing you what some of these episodes are. Basically, it's a documentary about people who have strange addictions. 1, I chew dirty diapers.
Yeah.
A woman chews urine-soaked diapers. Yeah.
God.
Another one is pony play, where people are dressed up as ponies, literally ponies, and they have sex with each other but before they do that, they do contests, like they jump little things, like they do like a equestrian thing, and people go to this event, and they dress as ponies, and they have a guy or a woman that, leads them.
It would be better if it was just My Little Pony's costume sex play.
And again, if it doesn't hurt you, good for you. Another one this season that was on, it was Grandma Lover. Grandma Lover. That was season 6, sorry. They haven't made any new ones since 2015.
Good.
Addicted to Air Freshener is another one. Let's see here. Another one is Smelling Her Doll's Head. She's addicted to doing that.
I think I've seen part of that one.
Another one is Addicted to My Breast. Well, that's 22 breast enlargement surgeries this lady had. Another one, this is the final one I'll say. Somebody that fucks his car. Have you ever seen that one? That was in the soup.
Oh.
He
Like the
literally
tailpipe?
Yep.
Or...
And just rubs himself all over it. I think the parents should be proud.
I'm angry that you explained the show to me now.
Good.
You
Again,
can't get that image out of your head.
I was more than willing to live the rest of my life being completely oblivious to that stuff.
Nathaniel has been dating his car for nearly 5 years.
We don't care. Go on to your next one.
Number 4, so I went the creepiest. Number 4, I never got into this, but this was weird. Twin Peaks. It was a weird, fucked up show.
Yeah, I'm kind of over
David Lynch.
David Lynch. Thank you. It's just he does weird just to be weird. I think
That was my next thing I was going to say. He did it to be just weird. And I never liked it. I saw episodes. I think I saw most of the first season. I hate it. I couldn't.
I tried to get into it, and I actually bought the soundtrack for it because I like the soundtrack to it. It's nice background music to listen to.
Did you see the movie? Was it Firewalk with Me?
Firewalk with Me. I tried to watch that once and couldn't.
The devil did it. Jeff, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Max Headroom.
That's a good one. That's a very good one.
With Matt Fuhrer.
Matt Fuhrer. I have him on a show coming up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that was
Fuhrer.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, that was like the 80s version of what the future, an electronic future will look like. And
They were pretty close.
They hit it pretty good.
But yeah, Max Headroom was crazy. Did he start out as the
original?
Well, like it was
a commercial.
For like
Yes.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
That's where it started, and then they made a show on
Yep.
it.
It's kind of like
Cavemen, which isn't on my list. If it's on your list, I'm sorry. I ruined
Geico
it.
Caveman.
Yeah.
Let's burn that into the ground. Jim, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is a show that was on early Fox. Herman's Head.
Oh, that was a good one. Jeff's talked about that before, too.
Oh yeah, I like Herman's Head.
That was an interesting show. I'll give you that one.
It was weird. It kind of, I think it paved the way for something like Inside Out.
Oh yeah,
movie.
definitely. Inside Out was just a Disney murdering Herman's Head.
Yeah.
I liked Inside Out, except for
You
sadness.
would.
Fucking sadness.
You need sadness in your
Stop
life,
touching the memories.
but you
But
need
sadness
sad.
likes the memories.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. You're not dumb, brain dead. You're just sad.
But sadness needs the memories.
Fuck that.
I think you missed the whole point of the movie.
I think you did too.
Fucking sadness. What's your number 3?
My number 3, I have to Hobie this shit.
Okay.
I'm going to go with, we mentioned Matt Frewer.
Doctor?
No.
Oh.
He's a side character in Eureka.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he was in Eureka?
He was on
Eureka.
Sci-Fi.
I
wasn't
thought
he?
you were going to go Timeline or whatever
No.
that time travel show
And
was.
I hope he...
Sliders?
No, the one just on last 2 years.
Oh.
He was one of the bad guys in that.
Yeah, it's Colin Ferguson who plays the cop, the lead cop in it. So I like that. I Hobie that with Dead Like Me.
Oh, I forgot about that.
There were only one season, but the girl... Two
seasons.
But the girl died because she got hit with from a toilet seat coming from a breaking up of like a place...
An airplane?
No, the
Septic?
No, the
Space shuttle?
Space shuttle. She died by
That's right.
the toilet seat,
That had
and then she became Death.
Yeah, and she had all, Mandy Patinkin?
Mandy Patinkin.
Oh, Mandy Patinkin was in that?
Yes. And they had a lot of... It could have been a lot better than it was. They struggled. They went and basically they pulled people as they were dying, Jeff. Basically, they went and they were the angels of death. And so you got into their lives, the people. But the problem is, like, the main actress, she was still struggling with it, being dead. I did like Mandy's thing, though. I don't kill children.
Yeah.
And so that was how they skirted around that issue in it. What's number 3, Jeff?
My number 3 is The Max. The animated cartoon based off the Sam Keith comic book.
Was that MTV?
I think it was MTV, yeah.
Was it?
MTV when they were trying to do their animation block.
That was a little bit more hardcore.
It was weird.
Yep. It
was better than Aeon Flux.
Yes, it was.
The movie and the TV show. My number 3 is a kids show, Teletubbies.
We saw that go through the list and just chuck. That is weird.
But I can't put it on my top weird shows.
It's not on mine because as an adult, I'm not going to watch it.
I was lucky that my kids have never watched it, but I have seen episodes of it, like if they flip it in passing and that, and my nieces and nephews have seen episodes here and there. It is a fucked up show. It's a little creepy. I still think the purple one is a pedophile, but I'm just guessing that.
Poe?
Is that Poe?
I think so.
And the baby's face in the sun, that creeps me out. Stop it. Almost as much as dogs playing poker dressed as humans. It's creepy. Number 2 for me, I liked it as a kid. It is dark when you look at it as an adult, and it is weird. And who pitched this idea and made it work? Dinosaurs.
That was an honorable mention for me.
That was a messed up show. It was Jim Henson Muppets Theater and live action on ABC.
Not the baby.
Not the
Not
baby.
the mama.
Not the mama.
And it ended with the extinction.
Yeah.
Earl, the main star or the main dad of it, he wouldn't go against his boss, and because of that, they basically led to the Ice Age. And it ended with, Dad, are we going to be okay? I think so.
As the snow's coming.
Yes, and covering their whole house. So they all die. And it's like, whew, that was dark.
I think they
I
knew.
like the steroids episode.
I don't remember that one.
I think they
Look it
knew
up
the
on
way.
television.
Yeah, I think they knew they were going to end it that way when they created it.
Yeah, there was actually an article about the creator of it, and he had that in mind. And the network was like, you can't do that. He's like, how else am I going to end dinosaurs? They all die. What else am I going to do? So yeah,
Bring on a alien from the future to call them dum-dums?
Then you could never cancel me.
Jeff, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Small Wonder.
That girl is so creepy.
Tell us what Small Wonder is, Jeff.
Small Wonder is where the inventor guy decides to make a girl-like robot and treat her as his daughter.
Oh,
It's got his son and Vicky, which I can't even remember what Vicky stands for, but
voice, yeah,
Voice interactive computer.
kid or something.
Oh, I got through 3.
But yeah, it was just pretty much a guy pawning off the robot as his actual daughter. It was weird and strange and creepy, and for some reason I actually watched it during the 80s.
It was on for 4 years, 85 to 89. It is creepy. Jim, what's your number 2?
My number 2, I had to Hobie this. These are shows I love, but they are weird. Mm-hmm. They pretty much show you the worst in humanity. These people are awful human beings.
Say Vanderpump Rules.
No, it's The League.
Oh, the TV show, yes.
I mean, these people will do anything to win a fantasy football league. And then Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That was an honorable mention. I thought about that one.
Those rum ham. Milk steak, kitten mittens,
toe knife.
I have my toe knife.
Dick towel. The one they go on the Family Feud is possibly one of my favorite episodes of Sunny in Philly.
Wild card.
When they show me? No, you don't say show me. Because Key is the
Michael Key,
and he's like, you don't show it. You don't say that. I'll just say it. And then the best is that Charlie was the one guy that they did the survey. He had the one every time. Nightman.
Fighter of the day, man.
What's your number 1, Jim?
My number 1, I hobied this shit. I went to some animated shows. Starts off with Archer. Again, kind of ties into the last thing. These characters in Archer, they're not good people. They'll do anything. It's absurd. Then I'll go Ren and Stimpy. Fantastically odd show. Like one of their jobs is they're selling rubber nipples.
Don't piss on the electric fence.
Yeah, Stimpy's favorite game is don't piss on the electric fence, and Ren, of course, like, is this your favorite game? And then he pees on the electric fence to And I'll let you. He apparently does the only rule you're not supposed to.
The only way to play the game is to not pee on the electric fence.
Then they have the Yaxman,
The Cinnamon Toast Man.
Cinnamon Toast Man.
The log commercial.
No, sir, I don't like it. And then the last one, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That is so unusual. Again, it's a show.
The main characters are a Happy Meal.
Yeah, it's a
meatball.
a meat wad, fries, and a shake.
I love shake. I love
And
shake.
their neighbor Carl.
Do they still make that show?
No.
Okay.
I have most of them on DVD and the movie. On like the first season's DVD, you get to the menu and it has play episodes, and it has play all, and you hit play all, and 16 screens show up, and they play every episode at the same time.
It's pretty funny.
I'm like, oh, they're fucking with people.
I like it.
Fantastic.
What's your number one?
My number one is Wilfred.
Oh,
The one where Elijah Wood sees his neighbor's dog as a person.
A grown man in a dog suit.
Yeah.
I go see that.
That is definitely the weirdest show I think I have ever seen.
So I did cheat because there's only one episode. And I'm not kidding. I have seen this because I searched for it. Because many years ago, Cracked had some of the oddest shows, and I remember watching this. I had to search it out. It wasn't American, it was British. Hail, honey, I'm home. And we talked about this.
Yeah.
1990, a sitcom about Hitler and Eva Braun, who have trouble getting along with their wacky Jewish neighbors. It was an attempt at a mainstream sitcom. It was scheduled for the television station Galaxy and premiered at 9:30 p.m. on that Sunday. One episode, and the Prime Minister of England said, "What the hell are you doing? You cannot do this." It was, and I watched the episode because you can go online and watch it. It is the weirdest thing I've ever seen because of how they tried to make it a real sitcom.
Well, you're that kind
Well, of course you're going to try to make that a sitcom. I mean,
you're not going to make a drama out of it.
Oh, God. It was the oddest thing. Like, whose idea was... Hogan's Heroes was only 20 years after the World War, but at least he didn't have Hitler in it.
well, Monty Python had a skit where Hitler survived the war and was hiding out in, like, suburbs of London.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what they saw. And
he changed his name to Hilter and then started running for office.
That's pretty funny. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Yeah, this one was a fucked up episode, and I don't even know how to describe it. It was weird. Just a couple of things. So that was my number one. A couple of things, Jeff, on Small Wonder. Here we go. Right. Seth Green screen tested for the part of Jamie, the brother.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Candace Cameron, Taylor Neff, and Heather O'Rourke all auditioned for the role of Vicky. Vicky is VICI, is what it stands for. Or what it is. Edie McClurg. Edie McClurg. She was the mom, right?
Yeah.
Yes. She left the show during the third season to be cast in a full-time role in Valerie.
Which was the Hogan family.
Yeah.
Was she the... I don't think
she was the neighbor. She was the neighbor.
She was a neighbor. Yeah, she wasn't the mama on Small Wonder.
They talked to her... They referred to her off camera, but she was never seen.
Oh.
Let's see here. Episodes in the first season had a budget of $300,000 each. How? That's a lot of money. $300,000?
Especially because that was a... what do you call it? Syndicated first run.
Yeah.
Let's see. A season 3 episode titled "The Russians Are Coming" became somewhat infamous for featuring a joke that was considered so awful the studio audience could actually be heard groaning. They didn't say what the joke was.
I wonder if the joke was, my dog lost his nose.
How does he smell?
Awful. That was a Monty Python thing.
Yeah.
The funniest was...
And finally, it was broadcast as a new series in India in 2000. Let's see. Honorable mentions for me. What would Ryan Lochte do?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God, that fucking
I
swimmer.
forgot about that.
It was so bad. So bad. And I couldn't stop watching. It was so awful. And he is the fucking dumbest man. Not allegedly. Pardon me. I had The Outer Limits.
Yep.
I really liked that show. I love that show. Baywatch Nights.
Oh, God.
And Fringe.
I was surprised Fringe wasn't on your main list.
I love Fringe. They made it work.
My honorable mentions, I was going to segue into talk about the British Prime Minister to the show where they make the British Prime Minister fuck a pig in the first episode, Black Mirror.
Good call.
Then I have Grimm, and then Robot Chicken, since we brought up Seth Green.
Robot Chicken is a good one. Jeff, anything?
My honorable mentions, I had Manimal and Legion.
Sorry. Legion is a good one.
Yes, Legion's a great show, but it is weird.
If I watched Preacher, I would have put that on there.
Let's see. Let's see here. Chris Richardson. 5 weird TV shows you most likely never heard of. Damn Brits. Hey, we're on nerdly.co.uk. We have Psychoville. The increasingly poor decisions of Todd Margaret.
That one I had heard of.
I've heard of that one.
I haven't seen it, but heard of it.
Most Haunted, Button Moon, and Nightmare with a K.
But so, yes, 4 of your 5 I have not heard of, Chris.
Sean Kuhn, a Pittsburgh nerd. Mr. Ed. That's a good one. I like that. Thunder in Paradise.
Well, that was so bad. That's Lemon and Hogan.
Still,
that's right. Chris Lemon. I made the 8 of Chris Lemon.
I still say Baywatch Nights beats Thunder in Paradise. Herman's Head, Manimal, and the Tom Green Show.
Oh, I forgot about the Tom Green Show.
This is the Tom Green Show. It's not the Green Tom Show.
Doug, number 1 fan, had Manimal, Automan, Quark. Anybody know what Quark is?
Nope.
Jim, can you look that up for us? Misfits of Science and Masquerade. Everyday Citizens Help a Spy Organization. Steve Garvey was a guest star. Baseball player. Honorable mentions, Riverdale. You know what? I don't disagree with that. Riverdale is a fucked up weird show. I do love it though. Mr. Merlin, Twin Peaks, and pretty much everything from the first 2 years of Fox, UPN, and the WB. Homeboys in Outer Space. A great show.
I just remember Fox. I remember The Adventures of Beans Baxter.
I remember the title. I don't remember anything about it.
It was like a high school or junior high age kid becomes a spy.
Oh. Was it on Fox at night?
Yeah.
Really?
It was, I think, one of the first 5 shows Fox created.
Was it before or after Parker Lewis Can't Lose?
Before.
Okay. Parker Lewis was an odd show.
Yeah. It was the first, like, you had Tracy Ullman show, you had Married with Children, and I think Werewolf came out, and I think The Adventures of Beans Baxter was in...
What about Top of the Heap? Remember that one?
No, that was a spin-off years later.
That was so bad.
Okay, Quark. It's 1977 American science fiction sitcom starring Richard Benjamin, broadcast on Friday nights at 8 to 8:30 on NBC. Pilot aired May 7th, 1977. The series followed as a mid-season replacement in 78. Series canceled of April 78. It was created by Buck Henry.
Okay, Buck Henry could be a little odd.
Starring Richard Benjamin, Tim Thomerson, Richard Kelton, Trisha Barnstable, Sib Barnstable, Conrad Janis, Alan Kylo, and Bobby Porter.
What was that about?
Science fiction sitcom. They run a plot set on a United Galaxy sanitation patrol cruiser, an interstellar garbage scow operating out of the United Galaxy space station Permra 1 in the year 2226. Adam Quark works to clean up trash in space by collecting space baggies with a trusted and highly unusual crew.
Okay.
3 of the episodes were direct parodies of Star Trek episodes. It satirized Star Wars, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Lost in Space, Buck Rogers, and Flash Gordon.
Flash!
I need to look this up.
Well, there's only a couple episodes. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah, but I mean, that sounds like something I would have liked if I knew it existed.
I will say, other ones I just thought of. Fall Guy. The Fall Guy. That was a weird show.
Wasn't that weird?
He's a stunt man. He's going to be solving crime. Yeah.
At that time, everybody solved crime. You just came from a different angle.
True.
I mean, you had Simon and Simon were brothers who solved crime. You had Riptide, I own a boat and solve crime.
Mystery Science Theater.
That is a weird show. You're right.
It should not have worked, and it does.
It works perfectly.
Yeah.
And they invented the 8 of Chris Lemon.
Yep.
That is true. I can't have anything on that. Bad idea of the week. Number 29-ish. We're not buying tickets to the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
That would be a bad idea.
Next week, September 14th through the 16th, we'll be playing trivia at booth 142. Come on down.
29A, going to Iceland instead of going to the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
That is a good call. That is a good call. Yes, so come down, see us next week. We will have one more episode before our episodes at the Cincinnati Comic Expo, but episode 142 or booth 142. Come on down. Also, it is a good time to go back and listen to episode 142 of Hobie. I don't know what it is,
but go back and listen to specifically 142.
Roger says. Goodbye.
Oh wait!
Oh.
Before we,
yes,
I want to make it the official Canadian of the Year's duty this week.
Yes,
is to go back to listen to 142 and tell us what was good and bad about that episode.
Do a podcast report.
Yes, podcast report on 142.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Titles for the show episode. I have I don't paint, and I want cuffs too. That's all I got this week.
The only one I wrote down was way too much shitting on this one.
Don't make me do that.
And if we want to do one, I'd say just ants. These goddamn ants.
Our Hobie studio has been infiltrated with ants somehow. Fucking Pez is everywhere because of the ants now. Ants.
You mean ants are here because of the fucking Pez?
Whatever.
If the ants carried in Pez, we wouldn't be cursing them.
That's true. Where's Scott Lang?
Let's see. I've got the kitty litter box. Wong is a scrawl. Time travel and scrawls. Too much penetration.
You can't have
Humans are interesting people.
I like that one. That's what I can think about.
And Tristan wins.
Who wins?
Tristan.
Oh.
Change approved. I already did that one. Humans are interesting people.
Humans are interesting people. I like it.
Episode 142 for Besotted Geek, if you listen this long. Bruce Wayne Cologne.
I'm intrigued to find out what that was about.
Funny thing. Here's the description. The Hobie Gang is getting ready for a weekend at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Well, yeah.
But before they do, but I didn't know it was 142. It was 2 years ago directly. Before they do, they get excited about the newest episode of Gotham. What the fuck happened there? Fear the Walking Dead. Well, that didn't happen. And even NCIS. Well, wait a minute. What? The guys make a commercial for Bruce Wayne Cologne, still rip on Point Break, and are freaked out by the new 50 Shades of Grey trailer, I think. I'm now trying to read more. So, Bruce Wayne Cologne.
Bruce Wayne Cologne.
Let's see. Blake is worried about the little girl playing with Bigfoot, while Jason feels he is nothing more than a giving tree. Blake wonders why Aggressive Comics is in his Facebook feed, while the guy lists their top 5 least favorite Star Wars characters not named Jar Jar.
But yeah, it would be 102 weeks ago, or 104 weeks ago. Yeah, episode 142.
So there you go. There's episode 142. If you would like some other good ones, Don't Be Friends with Jeff. No Wonder Burr Shot Him. Episode 149.
Oh, No Wonder Burr Shot Him. That's the one where people started thinking we were a history podcast.
Baby Cakes in the Electoral College. Let's see here. We also had polio sticks.
Polio sticks.
Pants not included. Jesus Christ, we talk about pants a lot on this show.
Oh, not having pants.
Swipe right on Prinder. That's episode 168 for you folks.
Oh, that's Jason's highlight of his podcast.
Episode 171, the Catholic or the Christian one, Jesus Didn't Rise on Sunday. Let's see. Vote for Pippa's Bum. And Crayola Superman in 182. I do declare I got Krypton. And no space violence. Anyways, moving on. So Roger says goodbye again.
Bye again.
You've been listening to Hobie.